I'm back with another history video. It's March Limited if you're guessing. We've already done this guy. So I haven't checked the results of the community poll, but you get your answers on Sunday. But anyway, let's continue on. Good day, Arthur Henry Dutton. Now it's to Isaac Harding Duval, born 1st of September 1824. Died on the 10th of July 1902, former of the American Civil War. Participated in a filibuster during the Lopez expedition. If you don't know what that is an invasion of Cuba. It didn't succeed, which many Cubans would be sort of happy with, because you wouldn't be an American colony, at the most an American state. But anyway, he also participated in the Gold Rush of California and commanded the 9th West Virginia Infantry and the Kanawha Division, or was one of the commanders of each. William Dwight Jr., born 14th of July 1831, died on the 25th of April 1888, following the American Civil War. He commanded the 70th New York Volunteer Infantry. He is buried in Forest Hills Cemetery and was a brigadier general. His images are between the description and the title of a poor picture of him and a good one. The poor is on the right, the good one's on the left. Next, Alexander Birdie Dreyer. Alexander Birdie Dreyer. Born on the 10th of January 1815. Died on the 20th of May 1874. From the Seminole Wars, the Mexican-American War and the American Civil War. Was Chief of the Ordnance of the U.S. Army and was the first commander committed to purchasing of a Gatling gun. He also created the Dyer shell, which is a type of cannon shell. If you want to know more, look it up. Now to the E's with Amos Beebe Eaton. He was born on the 12th of May 1806, died on the 21st of February 1877, born in the Mexican-American War and the American Civil War. He is buried in Grove Street Cemetery. His son is Daniel Cady Eaton and is a brevet major general. Alonzo J. Edgerton, who has a town named after him called Edgerton. Born on the 7th of June 1827, died on the 9th of August 1896. Fought in the American Civil War, was a member of the Freemasons and the Republican Party. He was also the U.S. Senator to Minnesota. John Edwards. He was born on the 24th of October 1815. Died on the 8th of April 1894. Fought in the American Civil War. Was one of the commanders, or helped commanded the 18th Iowa Volunteer Infantry, buried in Arlington National Cemetery, and was U.S. representative for Arkansas. Oliver Edwards. He was born on the 30th of January 1835. He died on the 28th of April 1904. He fought in the American Civil War and the New York or Manhattan Draft riots. There is an image of his brigade shooting the rioters on the right of his image, which is both above the title and description. He was the general manager of the Gardner Machine and Guns Company. He was a member of the Grand Army of the Republic and was the postmaster of Warsaw, Illinois. Thomas Wilberforce Egan. He was born on 1836. We do not know the date. He died on the 24th of February 1887 from the Second Battle of Bull Run, the second, also known as the Battle of Second Manassas, the Battle of Chantilly or Ox Hill, the Battle of Chancellorsville, the Battle of Gettysburg, or the Battle of Mine Run. The Mine Run campaign, or the Battle of Mine Run, or the Battle of Payne's Farm, or New Hope Church. Battle of Spartansville's Courthouse, Battle of North Anna, also known as Telegraph Road Bridge, Jericho Mills, Oxford, Crows Mill, or Hanover Junction. The Battle of Cold Harbor, the Second Battle, or the Assault on Petersburg, the Battle of Boynton Plank Road, also known as the Battle of Burgess Mill, or the Battle of the First Hatchet Run. He was Deputy Collector of Customs in New York. He was one of the commanders of the 40th New York Volunteer Infantry and was a member of the Grand Army of the Republic. James Adam Ekin. He was born on the 31st of August 1819, died on the 27th of March 1891, fought in the American Civil War. He was the governor of Kentucky, was the head of a military tribunal for the assassination of assassins that killed Lord Abraham Lincoln. He is buried in Cave Hill National Cemetery. Alfred Washington Ellet, born on the 11th of October 1820. He died on the 9th of January 1895, fought in the Battle of Pea Ridge, also known as the Battle of Elgin Tavern, the First Battle of Memphis, the Vicksburg Campaign, Battle of Richmond, Louisiana, and the Battle of Richmond, Louisiana, and the Battle of Goodrich Landing. Yes, there is a Richmond in Louisiana as well as in Virginia. He had a naval destroyer called the USS Elliott. He was a civic leader in El Dorado, Kansas. Yes, El Dorado does exist. It's in Kansas. Ripped the conquistadors who tried to look for it in South America. He is buried in Buena Vista Cemetery. He also was influential for the capture of the CSS. I don't know because to the positioning of where the recorder timer is and where I can't change that. Where the information is, I can only say the CSS, and you'll probably be able to see what ship it's named. But yeah, the CSS, let's call it. Yes, the Confederates used the ship symbol as the USS calls them the USS, the US calls them the USS, the CSA called them the CSS. Neither bad names, guys. Washington Lafayette Elliott, born 31st of March 1825, died on the 29th of June 1888, fought in the Mexican-American War and the American Civil War, commanded the 2nd Iowa Volunteer Cavalry and the 3rd Cavalry Regiment. He has a snake named he had a species of snake named after his wife, Virginia. His wife, Virginia, called the Virginia Valaria, or translated out of Latin, the smooth earth snake. He's buried in San Francisco Presidio. There's images of him on both sides. William Hemsley Emory, born the 7th of September 1811, died on the 1st of December 1887, fought in the Mexican-American War, the American Civil War, was a witness in the impeachment of Andrew Johnson. There's an image of him swearing the oath of honesty, or whatever that oath is actually called, beneath his actual picture and the picture of the map of Texas, which he surveyed of the Mexican-American border. And that's the map he made of Texas, by the way. He was also commanded the 19th Corps, George Peabody Estes, or SD. He was born in 1829. He died in 1881. We do not know the date. Fought in the American Civil War. Attended Dartmouth College. He was a lawyer, and he commanded the 14th Ohio Infantry Regiment. Henry Lawrence Rustitz, born on the 1st of February 1819, died on the 11th of January 1885, fought in the Battle of Fredericksburg, the Battle of Chancellorsville, the Battle of Gettysburg, and Grant's Overland Campaign, or the Wilderness Campaign. He was Dean of Harvard School of Engineering and Applied Sciences, or he was the Dean of Harvard. He was a known opiate addict, and he is buried in Mount Auburn Cemetery. Charles Ewing, born on the 6th of March 1835, died on the 20th of June 1883, fought in the Battle of Siloa, or the Battle of Pittsburgh Landing, the Siege of Vicksburg, the Atlanta Campaign, and the Battle of Bentonville. He was a Catholic commissioner for the Indian missions. His brother was Thomas Ewing Jr., and Hugh Boyle Ewing. He commanded the 13th Infantry Regiment. Hugh Boyle Ewing, born on the 31st of October 1826, died on the 34th of June 1905, fought in the Battle of Philippi, Battle of Rich Mountain, the Battle of Carnifex Ferry, the Battle of Cheat Mountain or Summit Fort, the Battle of Greenbrier River or Battle of Camp Bartow, Battle of South Mountain or Battle of Boonesboro Gap, Battle of Antietam or Battle of Sharpsburg, the Vicksburg Campaign, and the Battle of Bentonville. He was also U.S. Ambassador to the Netherlands. He also authored the book The Blacklist, A Tale of Early California, A Castle in the Air, and The Gold Plague. That plague or plague? Yeah, I think that's plague. And other works. He was farming in Lancaster, Ohio. His grave is underneath his image. Thomas Ewing Jr. Forgot to put the arrow in. He was born on the 7th of August 1829. He died on the 21st of January 1896. He fought in the Battle of Old Fort Wayne, also known as the Battle of Beatty'sville Prairie, or the Battle of Mainsville, the Battle of Cane Hill, the Battle of Perry's Grove, and the Battle of Fort Davidson, also known as the Battle of Pilot's Knob. He issued General Order No. 11, where he forced locals to live near advancing armies. It was a possible war crime. It's really up to debate if it was effective in stopping localized resistance, but we don't know if it was technically legal in the sense. As meaning I am. You can dispute it in the comments if you want, or wherever you want. But anyway, he was also U.S. representative for Ohio and was president of the Ohio Society in New York. Lucius Fairchild got to F. Born on the 27th of December 1831, died on the 23rd of May 1896. Fought in the Battle of Bull Run, or not the Battle, the Bull Run Campaign or Manassas Campaign, the Battle of Hoke's Run, or the Battle of Flowing Waters, or the Battle of Haynesville, the Second North Virginia Campaign, or the Second North Bull Run, or Second Manassas Campaign. The previous one I said earlier was the first. For the First Battle of Rabahawk Station, or Battle of Waterloo Bridge, the Battle of White Sulphur Springs, the Battle of Lee Springs, and the Battle of Freeman's Ford. For the Second Battle of Bull Run, or Second Manassas, the Maryland Campaign or Antietam Campaign, the Battle of South Mountain, Boonesboro Gap, the Battle of Sharpsburg or Antietam, the Battle of Fredericksburg, the Battle of Chancellorsville, the Gettysburg Campaign, and the Battle of Gettysburg. He was a U.S. ambassador to Spain. He was the governor of Wisconsin. He commanded the 2nd Wisconsin, that was it, Volunteer Infantry Regiment. I'm deeply sorry for people who live in Wisconsin. His grave is next to 2 images of him. Alon John Farnsworth. He was born on the 30th of July 1837. He died on the 3rd of January, born on 30th of July 1837, died on the 3rd of July 1863. This guy really had a bad January. Ha ha ha. Fought in the Utah War. I've already explained what its other contingencies are. Go watch that previous episode if you want to know. Fought in the American Civil War. Died in the Battle of Gettysburg. There's a military map of Gettysburg next to his image. Where he also fought in the Battle of Chancellorsville as well. He attended the University of Michigan. Edward Ferrero, born on the 18th of January 1831, died on the 11th of December 1899. Fought in the Battle of Roanoke Island, the Battle of New Bern, the 2nd North Virginia or 2nd Bull Run or Manassas Campaign, 2nd Battle of Bull Run or the Battle of 2nd Manassas, the Battle of South Mountain or Boonesboro Gap, the Battle of Antietam or Sharpsburg, the Battle of Fredericksburg, Knoxville Campaign, the Battle of Fort Sanders, the Siege of Petersburg, and the Battle of Crater. He was a member of the Society of St. Tammany, the Grand Army of the Republic, the Loyal Legion, and the Freemasons. He authored The Art of Dancing Historically, illustrated to which is added a few hints of etiquette and the history of dancing. So he was a very prolific dancer. Let me try and say that. He authored The Art of Dancing Historically, illustrated to which is adapted a few hints of etiquette. Yeah, I think I said it wrong previously. Sorry. He is buried in Greenswood Cemetery. Horace Sanford Ferry, born on the 15th of August 1823. He died on the 21st of November 1875. He fought in the American Civil War. He was a member of the Republican Party and the Liberal Republican Party, which are 2 separate parties back in the day. He was a U.S. Senator for Connecticut and attended Yale University. To the right of his image, his name, and his description is the military map of the Battle of Winchester. Francis Fessenden, born on the 18th of March 1839, died on the 2nd of January 1906, fought in the Battle of Saluda or Pittsburgh Landing, and the Red River Campaign or the Red River Expedition. He was the mayor of Portland, Maine. Portland and Maine, not the one in Oregon. No, Maine. Anyway, he served in the Freedmen's Bureau, was a member of the Republican Party, the Loyal Legion, and the General Society of Colonial Wars. James Deering Fessenden, his brother, born on the 28th of September 1833, died on the 18th of November 1882, fought in the Battle of Missionary Ridge, also known as the Battle of Chattanooga, the Atlanta Campaign, and the Battle of Cedar Creek or the Battle of Belle Grove. He was a member of the Maine State Legislature and the Loyal Legion. He created the South Carolina 1st Colored Regiment. So yeah, important guy if you're into colored regiments in American Civil War, so write it down. Clinton Bowen Fisk, born on the 8th of December 1828, died on the 9th of July 1890, following the American Civil War. Was a member of the Freedmen's Bureau, the American Missionary Association, the Board of Indian Affairs, and the Prohibition Party. The Prohibition Party actually is still around, surprisingly. So vote for them in 2028. He also founded Fisk University. I think their name changed, so but if they haven't, you know who created it. He also attended Hillsdale College. Manning Ferguson Force. He was born on the 17th of December 1824, died on the 8th of May 1899, fought in the American Civil War, awarded the Medal of Honor. He commanded the 20th Ohio Volunteer Infantry Regiment, buried in Spring Grove Cemetery. You can see his grave next to his image. James William Forsyth, born on the 8th of August 1834, died on the 24th of October 1906, fought in the American Civil War, the Bannock War, and the Ghost Dance War, also known as the Messiah War, or Pine Ridge War, or the Ghost Dance Campaign. Fought in the battles of Western Theater. It wasn't a battle, he just fought in the Western Theater. Battle of Slough, Pittsburgh Landing, the Peninsula Campaign, Maryland or Antietam Campaign, Battle of Antietam or Sharpsburg, Fredericksburg Campaign, Battle of Fredericksburg, Chickamauga Campaign, Battle of Chickamauga, Grant's Overland Campaign or Overland Campaign or Battle of Wilderness Campaign, Valley Campaign of 1864, Battle of Cedar Creek or Belle Grove, Astronomics Campaign, Battle of Five Forks, and the Wounded Knee Massacre or the Battle of Wounded Knee, and the Drexel Mission fight. Yes, so the giant mass grave in Wounded Knee, he was the guy who led the soldiers in the massacre at Wounded Knee. You can see a mass grave above his name. He commanded 7th U.S. Cavalry and the Department of California, and he has a town named after him in Montana. So when you go to Forsyth, I think that, yeah, actually it's pronounced Forsyth, Montana, you know that it was named after the guy who killed all those Indians in Wounded Knee. There's also a meeting with him and some other generals, which he's on the left of, on the right, ironically. John Gray Foster was born on the 27th of May 1823, died on the 2nd of September 1874, fought in the American Civil War and the Mexican-American War, fought in the Battle of Veracruz, the Battle of Sierra Gorda, the Battle of Contreras or Pandirna, the Battle of Churubusco, the Battle of Molino del Rey, the Battle of Fort Sumner, Burnside's North Carolina expedition, Battle of Roanoke Island, Battle of New Bern, the Siege of Fort Macron, the Goldsboro Campaign expedition, Battle of Kinston, Battle of Whitehall, or Battle of Ferry, or the Battle of Whitehall Ferry, the Battle of Goldsboro Bridge, Longstreet's Tidewater operation. Longstreet's other general, we may get into him, we may not, who knows. The Battle of Washington, or the Siege of Little Washington, or the Siege of Washington, or the Battle of Little Washington, however you put. Knoxville Campaign, the Battle of Bean Station, and Sherman's March to the Sea. He also helped construct Fort Sumner, so that's right. He's also got a fort named after him in Maine called Fort Foster. No, his name didn't mean fostering children. He's just a U.S. general. That's for another reason. Robert Sanford Foster, nicknamed Sandy Foster, was born on the 27th of January 1835, died on the 3rd of March 1903. He fought in the Battle of Rich Mountain, the First Battle of Winchester, the Battle of Port Republic, the Siege of Suffolk or the Battle of Suffolk, the Siege of Charleston Harbour, the Second Battle of Fort Wagner or the Battle of Fort Wagner, or the Second Battle of Morris Island or the Battle of Morris Island, the Bermuda 100 campaign, First Battle of Deep Bottom or the Battle of Barneystown, Salisbury Plain, Newmarket Road or the Battle of Gravel Hill, Second Battle of Deep Bottom or the Battle of Fawcett Mill, Battle of Newmarket Road, the Battle of Bailey's Creek, the Battle of Charles City Road, or the Battle of White's Tavern. The Battle of Charlesville Farm and Newmarket Heights, also known as the Battle of Laurel Hill, the Battle of Fort Harrison, the Battle of Johnson and Gilmore. Third Battle of Petersburg and the Battle of the Potomac's Courthouse. Commanded the 13th Indiana Volunteer Infantry Regiment, was a U.S. Marshal. William Buke Franklin. He also had his own map of Texas. He was born on the 27th of February 1823, died on the 8th of March 1903. He fought in the Mexican-American War and the American Civil War. He fought in the battles of Buena Vista, Angostura, the Battle of White Oak Swamp, the Battle of Crampton Gap or the Battle of Burkittsville, the Battle of South Mountain or Boonesboro Gap, the Battle of Antietam or Sharpsburg, the Battle of Fredericksburg, the Second Battle of Sabine Pass, the Battle of Mansfield or the Battle of Sabine Crossroad, and the Battle of Pleasant Hill. He was a member of the Aztec Club, the Society of Cincinnati, the Society of Colonial Wars, the Loyal Legion, and the York County History Center. He was vice president of a Colt Firearms Manufacturing Company. John Charles Fremont, born on the 21st of January 1813, he died on the 13th of July 1890, fought in the Mexican-American War and the American Civil War, fought in the battles of Wilson Creek or Battle of Oaks Hill, First Battle of Springfield, the Battle of Cross Keys, and the Battle of Port Republic. He was a U.S. presidential candidate for the Republican Party in 1856. His advert is next to his memorial in the bottom right. And he had 23 different plants named after him. There's also a presidential advert of him above his name. His house is right of that advert, right of his house and above his memorial, and his advert is a memorial stamp. Yes, he had a memorial stamp after him. It is as weird as you may think. Moving forward. William Henry French. That's a weird thing to say. He was born on the 13th of January 1815, died on the 20th of May 1881, fought in the Second Seminole War, the Mexican-American War, and the American Civil War. Fought in the Battle of Veracruz, also known as the Siege of Veracruz, the Battle of Contreras or Tendera, the Battle of Churubusco, the Battle or Siege of Yorktown, the Battle of the Seven Pines or Battle of Fair Oak Station, the Battle of Oak Grove, also known as the Battle of French Fields or King's School House, the Battle of Gaines Mill or Battle of Chickahomie River, the Battle of Garnet and Golding's Farms, the Battle of Savage Station, the Battle of Glensdale or the Battle of Frazier's Farm, the Battle of Nelson's Farm, the Battle of Charles City Crossroads, the Battle of Newmarket Road, or the Battle of Riddle's Shop, the Battle of Malvern's Hill or Poindexter Farm, the Battle of Antietam or Sharpsburg, the Battle of Fredericksburg, the Battle of Chancellorsville, the Battle of Gettysburg, and the Battle of Mine Run, or the Battle of Payne's Farm, or New Hope Church. He commanded the 3rd Corps. He is buried in Rock Keep Cemetery. Right of his image is him and his generals. James Barnett Fry, born on the 22nd of February 1827, died on the 11th of July 1894. He fought in the Mexican-American War and the American Civil War. He authored 9 books. He was a member of the Aztec Club and the Loyal Legion. He is buried at the Church of St. James the Less. Speed Smith Fry, born on the 9th of September 1817, died on the 1st of August 1892, fought in the Mexican-American War and the American Civil War, was an elder of the Presbyterian Church. He was a U.S. supervisor for Internal Revenue Collection. He is buried in Bellevue Cemetery. John Wallace Fuller, he was born on the 28th of July 1827. He died on the 12th of March 1891. He fought in the American Civil War, commanded the 27th Ohio Infantry. He is buried in Woodlawn Cemetery. He was a member of the Ohio Brigade. Pardon me. William Gable was born on the 1st of January 1818, died on the 20th of December 1866. He fought in the Second Seminole War and the American Civil War. He was briefly a dragoon in the British Army. He is buried in Virgin Grove Cemetery and commanded the 8th Illinois Cavalry. James Abram Garfield, one of the most forgotten about assassinations. Technically, there were 4 assassinations in U.S. history. Assassination of Lincoln by Wilkes Booth. Lee Harvey Oswald killing Jack Kennedy. James A. Garfield being killed by Charles Julius Guiteau, and President McKinley, I forgot his first name, killed by Nestor, I forgot his last name, the anarchist. Nestor the anarchist, just say. Yeah, him and McKinley, Garfield and McKinley are basically forgotten about because their assassinations weren't really that important. Because they weren't really that important anyway. Although there were things they did. He was born. Let's get to Garfield, shall we? He was born on the 19th of November 1831. He died on the 19th of September 1881. 19 wasn't his day. He fought in the Battle of Mill Creek, the Battle of Silo or Pittsburgh Lane, the Siege of Corinth or the First Battle of Corinth, the Tohola Campaign or Middle Tennessee Campaign, and the Battle of Chickamauga. He was the 20th President of the U.S., killed by Charles Julius Guiteau, as we already said, and was involved in the Credit Mobilier scandal. It was a corruption scandal. I don't entirely remember what it was really about, except it was about corruption and some other things. What I do know is the cartoon of it says that where the US is a cartoon about making Garfield do seppuku, or at the time Makuhara. So it's probably been pretty bad. If you're American and you know this part of history, please tell me I don't actually really remember it. I mean, I did look into it a bit. It's something about credit and corruption. I don't tell you more about that because it took too long. This entire thing took too long and I completely forgot. Anyway, we're in G. He also proved about he had his own proof for Pythagorean methods. He had a memorial next to the White House. Below both of those things is his house. Right of that in the bottom right corner is the cartoon making him do seppuku, And left of that is the currency he most hated, the $1 bill. Yeah, he hated the $1 bill, strangely enough. Fun facts for everyone. Anyway, moving forward. Kanagawa, born 21st of September 1827, died on the 15th of May 1879. Fought in the American Civil War. He wrote Nolan's system for training cavalry horses. His name wasn't Nolan in any sense, but moving forward. He commanded the 146th New York Volunteer Infantry, which is ironic, counting he's talking about how to train cavalry horses. And his cousin was Theophilus Truman Garrard. Speaking of him, Theophilus Truman Garrard was born on the 7th of June 1812, died on the 15th, I forgot to put a space between on and 15th of March 1902, fought in the Mexican-American War and the Mexican Civil War. He has an honorary plaque to the right. He fought in the battles of Camp Wildcat or Wildcat Mountain, the battle or capture of Cumberland Gap, the Battle of Perrysville or the Battle of Chapman's Hill or Battle of Fort Kentucky. He owned 9 slaves and is buried in Garrard Family Cemetery. So take it as you will. John White Geary, born on the 30th of December 1819, died on the 8th of February 1873. He fought in the Mexican-American War and American Civil War. He was mayor and Alcalde, I don't know, I think it's some sort of alderman, of San Francisco. He was governor of Pennsylvania and was territorial governor of Kansas. Yeah, one of his opposition campaign posters was this, if you see below his image. I think this was for governor of Pennsylvania. So, vote. I should have put already. Vote Clymer for insert party for the white man, or vote Guerrera for grass for Negroes. Sorry for being rude, but it does technically say platform Guerrera's platform is for the Negroes, literally on the image, so it is an old picture. Do as you will. Plus it's all opposition, so it would probably be biased anyway. Moving forward, George Washington Getty. He was born on the 2nd of October 1819, died on 1st of October 1901. Damn, one day before your birthday and you just die. Rip, my guy. Fought in the Mexican-American War, the Seminole Wars, and the American Civil War. Most likely the 3rd Seminole War. Fought in the Battle of Contreras or Bandera, Battle of Churubusco, the Peninsula Campaign, the Battle of South Mountain or Boonesboro Gap, the Battle of Antietam, the Battle or Sharpsburg, Battle of Fredericksburg, the Siege or Battle of Fort Suffolk, the Battle of Wilderness, the 3rd Battle of Winchester or the Battle of Okium or Creek, Battle of Winchester Hill, the Battle of Cedar Creek or Bell's Grove, and the 3rd Battle or Fall of Petersburg. Yes, it took 3 whole battles before Petersburg finally fell. Jesus. He was a member of the Freemasons, the Aztec Club, the Board of Conduct, the Loyal Legion, and the Military Order of Foreign Wars. He owned a farm near Forest Glen in Maryland. John Gibbon, the fellow in the far left of the Potomac's surrender image. He's also his grave at the right of his actual image. He was born on the 20th of April 1827, died on the 6th of February 1896, fought in the Mexican-American War, the Seminole Wars, the American Civil War, the Great Sioux War of 1876, or Black Hills War, and Nez Perce War. If you don't know what the Nez Perce War, it was against the Nez Perce Indians. Now you know. He fought in the battles of Bull Run, Second Battle of Bull Run, and Second Manassas. The Maryland or Antietam Campaign, the Battle of Fredericksburg, Chancellorsburg Campaign, the Second Battle of Fredericksburg or Battle of Mary's Heights, the Battle of Gettysburg or Grant's Overland Campaign or Wilderness Campaign, Siege of Petersburg, and the Appomattox Campaign. He was the publisher of Exploration of the Valley of the Amazon. He also wrote the Artillerist's Manual. Alfred Gibbs. Russ Gibbs a lot. He was born on the 22nd of April 1823. He died on the 26th of December 1868. He fought in the Mexican-American War, Apache Wars, and the American Civil War. He was a member of the Aztec Club. He commanded the 130th New York Volunteer Infantry and the 1st New York Dragoons. He is buried in St. Mary's Episcopal Churchyard. Charles Champion Gilbert. He was born on the 1st of March 1822. He died on the 17th of January 1903. He fought in the Mexican-American War, the American Indian Wars, and the American Civil War. The battles he fought in were the Battle of Wilson Creek or Oak Hill, the Battle of Perryville, the Battle of Chaplansville, or the Battle of Fort Kentucky, and the First Battle of Franklin. He was the first member of the Beta Pi. Yes, it's Beta, not Beta. Beta fraternity in Ohio University. If you know what that is, good for you. I don't. He is buried in Cave Hill Cemetery. James Isham Gilbert, born in 1823, died on 1884, fought in the battle or engagement at Bayou Forge, the Meridian Campaign or Expedition, the Battle of Fort DeRussy, the Battle of Pleasant Hill, the Battle of Old River Lake, the Battle of Ditch Bayou, Furlough or the Battle of Fish Bayou, the Battle of Tupelo or Harrisburg, the Battle of Nashville or the Battle of Fort Blakely. He was president of the Topeka Coal Economizing Company, commanded the 27th Ohio Infantry Regiment. He is buried in Aspen Grove Cemetery. Alvan Cullum Gillum. He was born on the 29th of July 1830. He died on the 2nd of December 1875. He fought in the Third Seminole War, the American Civil War, the Modoc War or Lava Beds War or the Modoc Campaign. Commanded the 10th Tennessee Infantry and the 4th Military District. He is buried in Mount Olivet Cemetery. He orchestrated the Thomas Wright Massacre. If you know what that is, it was just a massacre against some Indians of some kind. Anyway, Quincy Adams. Below his image is an image of his HQ. He was born on the 28th of February 1825. He died on the 7th of April 1888. Fought in the siege of Fort Pulaski or Battle of Pulaski. For the Battle of Somerset or Dunn's Hill. First Battle of Fort Wagner. The Second Battle of Fort Wagner or the Battle of Morris Hill. The Siege of Charleston or Fort Wagner or Morris Hill Island. The Battle of Proctor Creek or Battle of Drew's Bluff or Battle of Fort Darling, and the Battle of Fort Stephen. He created the Gilmore Medal, which I think I forgot his name, Quincy Adams Gilmore. He was a member of the president of the Mississippi Valley Commission Division, or the Mississippi Valley Division. He was a member of the University Club of New York. George Henry Gordon, born on the 19th of July 1823, died on 30th of August 1886, born in the Mexican-American War, the American Civil War, the Battle of Sierra Gordo or Sierra Gordo, Jackson's Valley Campaign of 1862 or Shenandoah Valley Campaign of 1862, the Battle of Antietam or Sharpsburg. He was one of the founders of the Military Historical Society of Massachusetts. He also published History of the 2nd Massachusetts Regiment, History of the Campaign of the Army of Virginia under General John Pope from Cedar Mountain to Alexandria, a war diary of the events of the War of the Great Rebellion and the Brook Farm to Cedar Mountain. William Arnold Gorman was born on the 12th of January 1816, died on the 20th of May 1876, for an American War and American Civil War, was the territorial governor of Minnesota, the U.S. representative for Indiana, and was the city attorney for St. Paul. To the right, you can see him and his wife. Charles Kinnaird Graham, born on the 3rd of January 1824, died on the 15th of April 1889, fought in the Mexican-American War and the American Civil War, died on fought in the Peninsula Campaign, the Battle of Chancellorsville, the Battle of Gettysburg, and the First Battle of Fort Fisher. Buried in Woodland Cemetery and commanded the 74th New York Infantry. Lawrence Pike Graham, who hasn't got a Wikipedia page. Born on the 8th of January 1815, died on the 12th of September 1905. When I made this, he didn't have a Wikipedia page. He may have changed. He was a Shakespearean scholar. He fought in the American Civil War. He's buried in Arlington National Cemetery. Gordon Granger, famous for the General Order No. 3, which introduced equality in owning property. Well done. Born on the 6th of November 1821, died on the 10th of January 1876, fought in the Mexican-American War and the American Civil War, fought in the battles of Contreras, Battle of Plena, Battle of Churubusco, Battle of Chapultepec, Battle of Wilson's Creek or Oaks Hill, Battle of Island No. 10 or New Madrid. Technically they're different battles, but they're kind of clumped together. Siege of Corinth or First Battle of Corinth, Battle of Chickamauga, the Battle of Chattanooga or Missionary Ridge, the Battle of Mobile Bay, and the Battle of Fort Blakely. He also was one of the commanders of the Army of Kentucky. Robert Seaman Granger. He was born on the 24th of May 1816, died on the 25th of April 1894, fought in the American Civil War. He commanded the 11th Infantry Regiment and the 21st Infantry Regiment. He is buried in Woodlawn Cemetery. He graduated the United States Military Academy. Lewis Addison Grant. He was born on the 17th of January 1828, died on the 20th of March 1918, fought in the American Civil War, was awarded the Medal of Honor, was Assistant U.S. Secretary of War. He is buried in Lakewood Cemetery. The Ulysses Simpson Grant. Yes, that is his middle name. Ulysses S. Grant's middle name is Simpson. It's strange, I know. Born on the 27th of April 1822 and died on the 23rd of July 1885. He was the 18th President of the United States. He fought in the Mexican-American War and the American Civil War. His birthplace is the image in the top. Right of that is a building his house, the house he built. Below those are a political cartoon, and the two below that is to the right a campaign poster, and to the left him meeting the president. Battles he fought in were the Battle of Palo Alto, the Battle of Resaca de la Palma, the Battle of Monterrey, the Battle of Molino del Rey, the Battle of Chapultepec, the Battle of Belmont, the Battle of Fort Henry, the Battle of Fort Donelson, the Battle of Shiloh or Pittsburgh Landing, the Vicksburg Campaign, the Battle of Chancellor's Hill or Champions Hill or Baker's Creek, the Battle of the Chattanooga Campaign, the Grant's Overland Campaign or Wilderness Campaign, Siege of Petersburg or the Richmond-Petersburg Campaign, and the Appomattox Campaign. He was also a president of the National Rifle Association of the NRA. Moving forward. George Sears Green, born on the 6th of May 1801, died on 28th of January 1899, fought in Jackson's Shenandoah Valley Campaign of 1862, died the North Virginia or North 2nd Manassas or 2nd Bull Run Campaign, the Battle of Cedar or Mountain or Slaughter Mountain or Cedar Run, Battle of Antietam or Sharpsburg, Battle of Chancellorsville, Battle of Gettysburg, Battle of Wallachia, the Battle of Rice Fork or Kinston, and the Battle of Riley. He also died on 28th of January 1899. I may have already said that already, but I felt like I didn't. One of the founders of the American Society of Civil Engineering and Architecture. He was a member of the Loyal Legion, and his nicknames were Pappy and Old Man. His grave is below those nicknames. Below his image is his plaque. Right of those in the top right is a battle map of Gettysburg, and below that is his statue. David McMurtry's Gregg, born on the 10th of April 1833, died on the 7th of August 1916, fought in the Indian Wars and the American Civil War. He was the U.S. consul in Prague, which would have been the Kingdom of Bohemia within the Austro-Hungarian Empire. He is buried in Charles Evans Cemetery and was Pennsylvania Auditor General. His statue is left of his image. Walter Quinton Gresham, born on the 17th of March 1832, he died on the 28th of May 1895 for an American Civil War, was the 33rd U.S. Secretary of State, he was U.S. Secretary of the Treasury, and was the U.S. Postmaster General. Benjamin Henry Garrison, born on the 8th of July 1826, he died on the 31st of August 1911. He fought in the American Civil War and the American Indian War. He led the Buffalo Soldiers, colored regiments before they were colored. He commanded the 6th Illinois Cavalry and the 10th U.S. Cavalry. He saved William Tecumseh Sherman from Guapo and the Kiowa, Guapago, that's how you say it, also known as Lone Wolf or Lone Wolf Elder, or Alone Amongst the Wolves, was a chief who almost killed Tecumseh, William Sherman Tecumseh. Him and his Kiowa or Kogu tribe, or Kiowa, just like Kiowa instead. Top left of his image is his staff. South left or bottom left of his image is his house. Charles Griffin, born on the 18th of December 1825, died on the 15th of September 1867, fought in the Mexican-American War, the Indian Wars, and the American Civil War, fought in the First Battle of Bull Run or Manassas, the Peninsula Campaign, the Second Battle of Bull Run or Manassas, Battle of Antietam or Sharpsburg, Battle of Fredericksburg, Battle of Chancellorsville, Battle of Gettysburg, Grant's Overland Campaign or Wilderness Campaign or the Overland Campaign, Siege of Petersburg, the Battle of Five Forks, and the Appomattox Campaign. He had a fort named after him called Fort Griffin. He was the Assistant Commissioner of the Freedmen's Bureau in Texas. Right of all that information is him and his staff. There we go. Simon Godwell Griffin, born on the 9th of August 1824, died on the 14th of January 1802, fought in the Second Battle of Bull Run, Battle of Second Manassas, the Battle of Antietam or Sharpsburg, the Battle of Fredericksburg, Siege of Vicksburg, Battle of the Wilderness, the Battle of Spottyville Courthouse, Battle of Cold Harbor, and the Potomac Campaign, buried in Woodland Cemetery in Keene. He was a member of the New Hampshire Legislature, the Loyal Legion, and the Bar Association. Both of his grandfathers were veterans of the American Revolutionary War. William Groves, he was born on the 16th of December 1812. I forgot the word born. He died on the 30th of July 1900. He fought in the Battle of Shiloh or Pittsburgh Landing, the Battle of Perrysville, Battle of Chaplain's Hills or Battle of Fort Kentucky, the Battle of Stone River or the Second Battle of Murfreesboro, the Tullahoma Campaign or Middle Tennessee Campaign, Battle of Chickamauga, the Battle of Lookout Mountain or Battle Above the Clouds, Atlanta Campaign, the Battle and the Franklin-Nashville Campaign or Hood's Tennessee Campaign. Member of the Indiana State Senate, he is buried in South Mound Cemetery and is famous for saying, "Always seen where the bullets few thickest." Always seen where the bullets flew thickest. A famous quote he said. Don't really understand it, to be honest. Cuvier Grover. He was born on the 24th of July 1828. He died on the 6th of June 1885. Fought in the American Civil War. He commanded the 3rd Cavalry and the 3rd and 1st U.S. Cavalry. Buried in West Point Cemetery, and he was a Major General. Again, I pressed that to 0. Pleasant Adams Hackleman was born on the 15th of November 1812. He died on the 3rd of October 1862. He fought in the Battle of Bull's Bluff, what's known as the Battle of Leesburg, and the Battle of Harrison Island, and the Second Battle of Corinth. He was the editor of the Rushville Republican. He was a probate judge and commanded the 16th Indiana Volunteer Infantry. Henry Wagner Halleck. We're in H now. He was born on the 16th of January 1815. He died on the 9th of January 1872. He fought in the Mexican-American War, the American Civil War. The battles he fought in was the Siege or First Battle of Corinth. He was the General in Chief of the armies of the U.S. His nickname was Old Brains, or Old Brains Halleck. In the top left you can see his grave. Right of that is the death of Abraham Lincoln, where he is the 5th one on the left. Below those is below that is him and other generals in a magazine cartoon. And right of the death of Abraham Lincoln is his wife. Right of that is his actual image. Joseph Eldridge Hamblin. He was born on the 13th of January 1828. He died on the 3rd of July 1870. He fought in the American Civil War, commanded the 65th New York Infantry. He was a prominent member of the New York National Guard. He is buried in Woodside Cemetery. Andrew Jackson Hamilton. Born on the 28th of January 1815, he died on the 11th of April 1875. He fought in the American Civil War. He was the governor of Texas. He was a U.S. Representative for Texas. He was a member of the Democratic Party, the Independent Democrats, the Union Party, and the Republican Party. His homestead is left of his image. Charles Smith Hamilton. He was born on the 16th of November 1822. He died on the 17th of April 1891. Fought in the Mexican-American War, Comanche Wars, and the American Civil War. The battles he fought in were Battle of Monterrey, Battle of Veracruz, Battle of Cerro or Sierra Gorda, Battle of Contreras, Battle of Pindera, Battle of Churubusco, the Battle of Malo del Rey, the Battle or Siege of Yorktown, the Battle of Yucca, and the Second Battle of Corinth. He was president of the University of Wisconsin's Board of Regents. He was a U.S. Marshal of East Wisconsin. Shirley Hamilton. He was born on the 22nd of July 1822, died on the 18th of March 1903. He fought in the Mexican-American War and the American Civil War. The battles he fought in were the Battle of the Island No. 10 and the First Battle or Siege of Corinth. He published Our National Flag, the Stars and Stripes, Its History in a Century. He was a member of the Loyal Legion. Cyrus Hamlin. A lot of people hate his name as a Hamlin. His brother was Charles Hamlin. He was born on the 26th of April 1839, died on the 28th of August 1867. He fought in the American Civil War. He is buried in Mount Hope Cemetery. He practiced law in Kittery, Maine. William Alexander Hammond. Not another Hamlin. He was born on the 28th of August 1828. He died on the 5th of January 1900. He fought in the American Civil War and the American Indian War. He was one of the founders of the American Neurological Association. He founded the American Medical Museum, now the National Museum of Health and Medicine. He was the Surgeon General of the U.S. Army. Winfield Scott Hancock. He was born on the 14th of February 1824. He died on the 6th of February 1886. He fought in the Mexican-American War, the American Civil War, and the Indian Wars. Fought in the Battle of Williamsburg, or the Battle of Fort Magruder, Battle of Martinsville or Poindexter Farm, the Battle at Antietam, Sharpsburg, the Battle of Fredericksburg, the Battle of Chancellorsville, the Battle of Gettysburg, the Battle of the Wilderness, the Battle of Cold Harbor, the Battle of Boysville's Courthouse, the First Battle of Deep Bottom, or Battle of Darbystown, the Battle of Shrewsbury Plains, the Battle of New Market Road, or the Battle of Grave Hill, the Second Battle of Deep Bottom, the Battle of Fusset Mill, the Battle of New Market Road, the Battle of Blinley Creek, the Battle of Charles City Road, the Battle of White's Tavern, the Second Battle of the Beams Station, and Battle of Boynton Plank Road, or the Battle of Bridges Mill, or the First Battle of the First Hatchet Road. He executed the assassins that killed Abraham Lincoln. Now you can actually see it. There's an image of him executing them. The execution above his face being on the $2 bill. I wonder if you Americans still have it. Anyway, he created Yellowstone National Park. Above all that information is his birthplace. Right of that and above the execution and the $2 bill is him and his staff. Left of that, is a political poster. Martin Davis Hardin. He was born on the 26th of June 1837, died on the 12th of December 1923, fought in the Battle of Mine Run, or Battle of Pines Farm, Battle of New Hope Church, also known as the Mine Run Campaign, and the Battle of Fort Stevens. He is buried in St. Augustine's National Cemetery. He helped Robert Edward Lee hang John Brown, which is a fun fact. His widow honored him by building a chapel. Abner Clark Harding was born on the 10th of February 1807, died on the 19th of July 1874. He fought in the Battle of Dover and the Second Battle of Fort Donelson. He was a U.S. representative for Illinois. He was the chairman of the Committee of the Militia. He was the founder of the Monmouth College, College. Charles Garrison Parker was born on the 2nd of December 1837, died on the 27th of June 1864, fought in the battles of Shiloh, Pittsburgh Landing, First Battle of Corinth or Siege of Corinth, Battle of Perrysville or Battle of Chapman's Hill or Battle of Fort Kentucky, Battle of Stones River or the Second Battle of Murfreesboro, the Battle of Chickamauga, the Chattanooga Campaign, the Atlanta Campaign, the Battle of Rocky Face Ridge, and the Battle of Kennesaw Mountain. He is played by Bob Gunton in Glory. He commanded the 65th Ohio Infantry. He has a school named after him. Edward Harland. He was born on the 25th of March 1832. He died on the 6th of March 1915. He fought in the First Battle of Bull Run, or the First in Manassas, the Battle of Roanoke Island, the Battle of Bern, Battle of New Bern, to be exact, the Siege of Fort Macon, Battle of South Mountain, or Battle of Boonesboro Gap, Battle of Antietam or Sharpsburg, Battle of Fredericksburg, the Siege or Battle of Suffolk, the Battle of Keaton's Fork, of Wise Fork or Kinston. He commanded the 8th Connecticut Infantry Regiment. He is buried in Yantic Cemetery. He was a judge and banker in Norwich. William Selby Harney was on the 22nd of August 1800, died on the 9th of May 1889. So he was 88, not 89. A few years off. Fought in the Indian Wars, the Black Hawk War, the First Sioux War, the Mexican-American War, Pig War, the Utah War, Bloody Kansas, and American Civil War. He was nicknamed by the Lakotans as Woman Killer and Mad Bear. He kept Missouri from joining the Confederate States of America and served on the Indian Peace Commission. Thomas Maley Harris. He was born on the 17th of June 1817. He died on the 30th of September 1906. He fought in the Battle of Droop Mountain, the Second Battle of Kinston, the Third Battle of Winchester or Opequon Creek, the Battle of Cedar Creek or Bell Grove, the Battle of Hatcher's Run or Darby Mill, or the Battle of Armstrong's Mill, or the Battle of Rotary Creek, or the Battle of Thong Road, the Third Battle or Fall of Petersburg, and the Battle of the Potomac's Courthouse. Harris served on the Military Commission, which tried Lincoln's conspirators, commanded the 10th West Virginia Volunteer Infantry Regiment, and he was U.S. pension agent in Wheeling, West Virginia. Benjamin Harrison, the 23rd U.S. President, born on the 20th of August 1833, died on the 13th of March 1901, fought in the Battle of Resaca, the Battle of New Hope Church, the Battle of Kennesaw Mountain, the Battle of Marietta, the Battle of Peachtree Creek, the Battle of Atlanta, and the Battle of Nashville. He was U.S. Senator for Indiana. He was famous for the McKinley Terrace and the Sherman Antitrust Act. The election results for his victory of the 1888 election are at the central bottom. Above that is his birthplace marker, and above that is his home. West of the election results are a political poster and a political handkerchief. William Harrow, born on the 14th of November 1822, he died on the 27th of September 1872. Before the American Civil War, he died in a train crash near New Albany. He supported Horace Greeley for president and was captain of the Knox County Invincibles. They were a member of the U.S. Army. John Frederick Hartranft was born on the 16th of December 1830, died on the 17th of October 1889, fought in the First Battle of Bull Run, or the First Manassas, and the Battle of Fort Sledden, or now known as the Battle of Fur's Hill. He fought Simon Cameron's political machine in Pennsylvania. He was a governor of Pennsylvania. He was a member of Freemasons. Left of his image is him speaking out for warrants for the arrests of Lincoln's assassins. South of his image, and slightly to the left as well, is his statue. George Lucas Hartsuff, born on the 20th of May 1830, he died on the 16th of May 1874, born in the Battle of Cedar Mountain or Slaughter Mountain or Cedar Run, the Battle of Antietam or Sharpsburg, and the Battle of the Knoxville Campaign. He commanded the 23rd Corps, buried in the West Point Cemetery. He survived the crash of the Lady Eglin in Lake Michigan. It's a boat crash. Milo Smith Haskell, born on the 5th of August 1826, died on the 30th of August 1904. He fought in the West Virginia Campaign, the First Battle of Corinth, the Siege of Corinth, the Confederate Heartland Campaign, or the Kentucky Campaign, Battle of Perrysville, or the Battle of Chaplain's Hill, or the Battle for Kentucky, the Battle of Dun River, or the Second Battle of Murfreesboro, the Battle of Chickamauga, the Chattanooga Campaign, the Atlanta Campaign. He commanded the 17th Indiana Infantry Regiment, buried in Forest Home Cemetery. He was a real estate agent in Chicago. Joseph Abel Haskin. He was born on the 21st of June 1818, died on the 3rd of August 1874, born in the Mexican-American War and the American Civil War. The battles he fought in were the Battle of Sierra Gordo, Battle of Chapultepec, and the Battle of Fort Stevens. He is buried in the Arlington National Cemetery. He was Sheriff of Rensselaer County. Edward Hatch, born on the 2nd of December 1832. He died on the 11th of April 1889. He fought in the American Civil War and the Indian Wars. He's buried in Fort Leavenworth National Cemetery. He's commanded the 2nd Iowa Cavalry and the 9th U.S. Cavalry, and commander of the District of New Mexico. John Porter Hatch, he was born on the 9th of January 1822. He died on the 12th of April 1901, fought in the American Civil War and the Mexican-American War, fought in the First Battle of Bull Run or First Manassas, the First Battle of Winchester, the Second Battle of Bull Run or Second Manassas, the Battle of South Mountain or Boonesboro Gap, and the Battle of Honey Hill. He was president of the Aztec Club in New York. He was a member of the Loyal Legion and the Oswego County Historical Society. West of his image is his grave, and west of that is his Medal of Honor. Herman Hopt. He was born on 26th of March 1817, died on the 16th of December 1905, born in the American Civil War, president of the Dakota and Great Southern Railroad. He owned a small hotel near Mountain Lake, was a member of the American Philosophical Society. John Parker Hawkins. He was born on the 29th of September 1830. He died on the 7th of February 1914. He fought in the Battle of Fort Blakely. He is buried in Crown Hill Cemetery. His brother-in-law was Edward Richmond Spring Canby. Remember him from ages. Watch back if you want to. It's on the previous video. He was Commissary General of Subsistence. Joseph Howell Hawley, born on 31st of October 1826, died on the first day died, not born again, on the 18th of May 1905. He fought in the First Battle of Bull Run and the First Manassas, the Battle of Port Royal, the Battle or Siege of Fort Pulaski, the Second Battle of Charleston's Harbor, or the Siege of Charleston Harbor, or Fort Wagner, or Morris Island, the Battle of Owl Sea, or Battle of Ocean Pond, the Bermuda 100 Campaign, the Siege of Petersburg, and the Battle of Wilmington. He was editor of the Charter Oak and the Hartfield Evening, was senator for Connecticut, member of the Free Soil Party and the Republican Party. Joseph Hayes, born on the 14th of September 1835, died on the 19th of August 1912, born in the Utah War and the American Civil War. He fought in the Peninsula Campaign, Battle of Fredericksburg, Battle of Chancellorsville, Battle of Gettysburg, Ransom Overland or Wilderness Campaign, the Battle of the Wilderness, the Siege of Petersburg, and the Second Battle of Globe Tavern, or the Second Battle of Wilderness Railroad. He introduced the American system of hydraulic mining. Yes, that. He surveyed Chicago and Rock Island Railway. Rutherford Burchard Hayes. If you don't know him, unless you're Paraguayan, which you might be, who knows? Again, it's a strange amount of audience nowadays. He's pretty big in Paraguay, which is strange. Kind of he's the U.S. president, most because he kind of minimalized everyone's. Or during the Paraguayan wars, where Brazil, Uruguay, and Argentina defended themselves and later invaded Paraguay, he managed to make sure the peace was more pro-Paraguay than it was pro-Triple Alliance. That's what they call themselves. So he's pretty big there, even having an entire district in Paraguay named after him. Anyway, he's the 19th US president. He was born on the 4th of October 1822. He died on the 17th of January 1893. He was born on the Carnifex Ferry. The Battle of Giles Court, out was the Battle of South Mountain, Winsboro Gap, Battle of Buffington Island, or the St. George Creek Skirmish. The Battle of Cloyd Mountain, the Battle of Lynchburg, the Second Battle of Kernstown, the Third Battle of Winchester or Oak Run Creek, Battle of Fish Hill, or the Battle of Cedar Creek or Belle Grove. He was Governor of Ohio and U.S. Representative for Ohio. His inauguration was below all that information. Right of that into the bottom right is his house. Above that, in the top right, is the election results of 1876. Left of that is a political person, and below that is him and his wife. Isham Nicholas Haney, born on 18th of November 1824, died on the 22nd of May 1868, fought in the Battle fought in the Mexican-American War and the American Civil War, fought in the battles of Fort Donelson, the Battle of Fort Donelson, and the Battle of Shiloh or Pittsburgh Landing. He commanded the 48th Illinois Volunteer Infantry Regiment and buried at Oak Ridge Cemetery. Alexander Hayes, born on the 8th of July 1819, died on the 5th of May 1864, fought in the Battle of the Mexican-American War and the American Civil War. The battles he fought in were the Battle of Siege of Yorktown, the Battle of Williamston or Fort Magruder, Williamsburg or Fort Magruder, the Battle of St. Some Pallions or Fair Oak Station, the Battle of Savage Station, the Battle of Malvern's Hill or Dexter's Farm, the Second Battle of Bull Run, or the Second Manassas, the Battle of Gettysburg, and the Battle of Williamsburg. He commanded the 63rd Peninsula Infantry. His nickname was Fighting Elk. His statue is below all that information. William Hayes, born on the 9th of May 1819 and the 7th of February 1876, fought in the Mexican-American War and the Seminole Wars and the American Civil War. He commanded the Horse Artillery Brigade and the 2nd Corps. He is buried in West Point Cemetery and commanded Fort Independence. William Babcock Hazen, born on the 27th of September 1830. He died on the 16th of January 1887. The battles he fought in were the Battle of Stone River or the Second Battle of Murfreesboro and the Second Battle of Fort McAllister. Fought in the Indian Wars and the American Civil War. He is buried in Arlington National Cemetery. He is famously defending Hell's Half Ace. His wife's image is to the right, his image is to the left. Charles Adam Heckman, born on the 3rd of December 1822, died on the 14th of January 1896, fought in the Battle of Roanoke Island, the Battle of New Bern, the Siege of Fort McCron, the Battle of Kinston, the Battle of Goldsboro Bridge, the Battle of Port Wolford Junction, the Battle of Proctor Creek, or the Battle of Drury's Bluff, or the Battle of Fort Dog, and the Battle of Charleston's Farm and Fort and Newmarket Heights, or the Battle of North Hill, the Battle of Fort Harrisburg, and the Battle of Johnson and Gilmore. He commanded the 9th New Jersey Volunteer Infantry, and he was conductor of the New Jersey Central Railroad. He was buried in Eastern Cemetery. Samuel Peters Heinzelman, he was born on the 30th of September 1805. He died on the 1st of May 1880. He fought in the Seminole Wars, Mexican-American War, the Yuma War, First Cortina War, and the American Civil War. The battles he fought in were the Battle of Huamantala, the Battle of Coyote Canyon, the Battle of Gallo River, the Battle of Albola, or Battle of Bolsa, the Battle of Rio Grande City, the First Battle of Bull Run or First Manassas, and the Peninsula Campaign. He was president of the Sonora Exploring and Mining Company, commanded the 3rd Corps and the 22nd Corps. Francis J. Heron, he was born on the 17th of February 1837. He died on the 8th of January 1902, fought in the First Battle of Boonesville, the Battle of Wilson's Creek, the Battle of Oaks Hill, the Battle of Pea Ridge, the Battle of Elk Owens Tavern, the Battle of Perry's Grove, the Battle of and the Siege of Vicksburg. He was awarded a Medal of Honor. He commanded the Army of the Frontier and the 13th Corps. He was bronze sculpted by Son Hannibal de la Monte Bogalum. Good, sorry, don't have a name. Alison Winslow Hicks, born on the 30th of May 1830, he died on the 14th of February 1894. born in the Battle of Bull's Bluff or the Battle of Leesburg and the Battle of Harrison's Island. Born in the 70s battles or campaigns, the Battle of Glensdale or Fraser's Farm, the Battle of Nelson's Farm, the Battle of Charles City Crossroad, the Battle of New Market Heights or the Battle of Little Shop, the Battle of Antietam or Sharpsburg, the Battle of the Bermuda 100 campaign, and the Siege of Petersburg. He commanded the 3rd Division, the 18th Corps, and the Army of the Potomac. He is buried in Mount Auburn Cemetery. He served on the Boston City Council. Ethan Allen Hitchcock, born on the 18th of May 1798, he died on the 5th of August 1870. He fought in the Seminole Wars, the Mexican-American War, and the American Civil War. Simon Montague McBurney played him in A Pale Blue Eye. He commanded Fort Stansbury. He played flute. Below that information and to the left of his image, in the bottom left, large bottom left, is his manuscript. Edward Henry Hobson, born on the 11th of July 1825, died on the 14th of September 1901. He fought in the Mexican-American War, the American Civil War. The battles he fought in were the Battle of Sinaloa, the Battle of Pittsburgh Landing, Morgan's Raid, was known as the Calitco Raid, or the Great Raid of 1863, the Battle of Croydon, the Battle of Buffington Island, or St. George's Creek Skirmish, and the Battle of Sinfania, or the Second Battle of Keller's Bridge. He is the president of the Chesapeake and Ohio Railway. He commanded the 13th Kentucky Infantry. He is buried in the family cemetery, Greensburg, Kentucky. His house is below his image. Joseph Holt. He was born on the 6th of January 1807. He died on the 1st of August 1894. Fought in the American Civil War. He was one of the 3 of the prosecutors against Abraham Lincoln's assassin. He was the U.S. Secretary of War. He was U.S. Postmaster General. And below his image is him and the other prosecutors against Abraham Lincoln's assassins. Joseph Hooker, born on the 13th of November 1814 and died on the 31st of October 1879. He fought in the Seminole Wars, Mexican-American War, American Civil War, the battles of Williamsburg, Fort Magruder, Battle of Antietam, the Battle of Sharpsburg, Battle of Fredericksburg, Battle of Chancellorsville, Chattanooga campaign, the battle. That's all above the clouds. It seems I forgot to write in the rest of it. The Battle of Ringgold Gap and the Atlanta campaign. His nickname was Fighting Joe. He had his own marching song, which is his music sheet. Its cover is above his name. Right of that is his statue, and left of that is him and his staff. Alvin Peterson Povey, born on the 6th of September 1821, died on the 23rd of November 1891. He fought in the Mexican-American War and in American Civil War. He was governor of Indiana, was U.S. Minister for Peru, and he was U.S. Representative for Indiana. His bust is left of his image. Charles Edward Hovey. His grave is right to his image. He was born on the 26th of April 1827. He died on the 17th of November 1897. He fought in the American Civil War. He was the first president of the Illinois State Normal University. He was buried in Arlington National Cemetery. He practiced attorney. Was a practicing attorney. Father Otis Howard. He was born on the 8th of November 1830, died on the 26th of October 1909, fought in the Seminole Wars, the American Civil War, and the Nez Perce War. Fought in the First Battle of Bull Run or First Manassas, the Battle of Seven Pines, or Fair Oak Station, the Battle of Antietam, the Battle of Sharpsburg, the Battle of Chancellorsville, the Battle of Gettysburg, Chattanooga Campaign, the Atlantic Campaign, the Sherman's March to the Sea, and the Carolina Campaign. He was awarded a Thanks of Congress and a Medal of Honor. He was president of Howard University. Right of his image is his house, and left of his image is his statue. Albion Paris Hoe was born on the 13th of March 1818, died on the 25th of January 1897, fought in the Mexican-American War and the American Civil War. He fought in the Second Battle of Bull Run and the Second Manassas, the Battle of South Mountain or Boonesboro Gap, the Battle of Antietam or Sharpsburg, the Battle of Fredericksburg, and the Battle of Gettysburg. He commanded the 4th U.S. Artillery, and he buried in Mount Auburn Cemetery. Right of his image and the description is his wife's image. Joshua Blackwood Howell. He was born on the 11th of September 1806, died on the 14th of September 1864. He fought in the Peninsula Campaign, Battle of Goldsboro Bridge, or the second Battle of Charleston Harbor, or the second Battle of Fort Wagner, or the second Battle of Morrison Island, Battle of the Bermuda 100 Campaign, and the Siege of Petersburg. He commanded the 85th Peninsula Volunteer Infantry. He buried in Ellington Cemetery. His family estate was called Fancy Hill. Andrew Atkinson Humphreys, born on the 2nd of November 1810, died on the 27th of December 1883. He fought in the Seminole War and the American Civil War. He has a peak named after him. He co-founded the Philosophical Society in Washington. He had a son called Henry Humphreys. Funny enough. Henry Jackson Hunt, born on the 14th of September 1819, died on the 11th of February 1889, born in the Mexican-American War, the Utah War, and the American Civil War. He fought in the Battle of Chapultepec, the First Battle of Bull Run, the Battle of First Manassas, the Battle of Melvin's Hill, and the Battle of Poindexter's Farm, the Battle of Antietam or Sharpsburg, the Battle of Fredericksburg, the Battle of Gettysburg, and the Siege of Petersburg. He was governor of Soldiers' Home, don't know what it is, probably a retirement resort, and commanded Fort Adams. Below and to the left of these images is the image of him and other generals. Lewis Cass Hunt, born on the 23rd of February 1824, died on the 6th of February of September 1886. He fought in the Pig War and the American Civil War. The battles he fought in were the Battle of St. Pines or Fair Oak Station and the Battle of Kinston. Commanded the 92nd New York Infantry Regiment and the 14th U.S. Infantry Regiment. He is buried in Fort Leavenworth National Cemetery. David Hunter was born on the 21st of July 1802. He died on the 2nd of February 1886. He fought in the Second Seminole War, the Mexican-American War, and the American Civil War. The battles he fought in were First Battle of Bull Run, or the First Manassas, Siege, or Battle of Fort Polzanski, Battle of Piedmont, and the Battle of Lynchburg. He was also known as Black Dave. He authored the Report of the Military Service of General David Hunt, USA. And to the left or right of his image is a plaque about General Order Number 7, which was a order gave by General David Hunt freeing all the slaves of Fort Pulaski, and making them join the army. Which was overturned but later reinstated under the Emancipation Proclamation. Anyway, Stephen Augustus Hurlbut. He was born on the 29th of November 1815, died on the 27th of March 1882, fought in the Second Seminole War and the American Civil War. The battles supporting were the Battle of Slough or Pittsburgh Landing and the Siege of Corinth, or the First Battle of Corinth, the Battle of Hatchie's Bridge or Davis Bridge, or the Battle of Matamora. He was U.S. representative for Illinois and was the U.S. ambassador to Peru. Rufus Ingall. We moved from H to I. He was born on the 23rd of August 1818, died on the 15th of January 1893. He fought in the American Civil War and the Mexican-American War. He commanded the Quartermaster General, United States Army. He was a Freemason and he buried in Arlington National Cemetery. Below his image is him and his officers. Now to J. Yes, there was only one person in I. Conrad Frederick Jackson was born on the 11th of September 1813, died on the 11th of December 1862, following the Peninsula Campaign. The Second Battle of Bull Run, the Second Battle of Second Manassas, and the Battle of Fredericksburg. Commander of the Peninsula Reserve, buried in Allegheny Cemetery, was manager of the oil company in Kanawha Valley. James Cecily Jackson was born on the 27th of September 1823, died on the 8th of October 1862, fought in the Mexican-American War and the American Civil War. The battles he fought in were the Battle of Slough, Pittsburgh Landing, the Siege of Petersburg, and the Battle of Perrysville, or Jackson's Hill, or the Battle of Fort Kentucky. He was U.S. representative for Kentucky, and he commanded the 3rd Kentucky Cavalry. Nathaniel James Jackson was born on the 28th of July 1818, died on the 21st of April 1892, fought in the Battle of the American Civil War, commanded the 1st and 5th Maine Infantry Regiment, was a coal mine operator and was superintendent of the Hill Mill in Lewiston. Richard Henry Jackson was born on the 14th of July 1830, died on the 28th of November 1892, fought in the Battle of Drury Bluff or Fort Darling or Battle of Fort Drury, Battle of Choffin's Farm and Newmarket Heights, Laurel Hill, Battle of Fort Harrison, Battle of Johnson and Gilmore. He commanded the 5th Regiment of Artillery. He was born in Kinnigrad Island in the United Kingdom at the time. He was a Major General. Charles Henry Jameson was born on the 24th of February 1827. He died on the 6th of November 1862. He fought in the First Battle of Bull Run or the First Manassas. Peninsula Campaign and the Battle of Seven Pines into Ferrick Station. He commanded the 2nd Maine Infantry. He was Governor of Maine. He was a member of the Democratic Party and the War Democratic Party. Andrew Johnson, or the 17th U.S. President. He was born on the 29th of December 1808. He died on the 31st of July 1875. He fought in the American Civil War. He was born on the 29th of December 1808. He died on the 31st of July 1875. Born in the American Civil War. He was Senator and Governor of Tennessee. Right of his image is his childhood home. Right of that is a political poster. Right of that again is a political cartoon. Above that is his house, and left of that is his favorite slave. Richard Woodhouse Johnson, born on the 27th of February 1827, died on the 21st of April 1897. Fought in the Battle of Chickamauga, the Chattanooga campaign, in the Battle of Missionary Ridge, or Chattanooga, Battle of Chattanooga, Battle of New Hope Church, Battle of Utah Creek, and the Battle of Nashville. Commanded the 3rd Kentucky Cavalry Regiment. He ran for governor of Minnesota but lost. He was a member of the Loyal Legion and the Democratic Party. Worst of all that information is him at Graysville. Patrick Henry Jones. He was born on the 20th of November 1830. He died on the 23rd of July 1900. He fought in the American Civil War. He was Irish American. He was postmaster of New York City. He had a trochanter major that was the size of a 10-cent piece. Don't know what a trochanter major is, but I think it's some sort of organ of some kind. I don't really remember. Henry Moses Judah was born on the 12th of June 1821. He died on the 14th of February 1866. Fought in the Mexican-American War, the Indian Wars, and the American Civil War. He buried in Kings Highway Cemetery. He was a Freemason. He garrisons Plattsburgh. He was born on the 27th of January. Thomas Laper Kane was born on, we're in the K's now, 27th of January 1872. He died on the 26th of December 1883. He fought in the American Civil War. He commanded the 1st Pennsylvania Rifle Regiment. He was friends with Brigham Young. If you know about the Utah War, Brigham Young was one of the major guys who started it. He founded the Kane community in the city of Kane. To the right of all that information was his statue. August Valentine Coutts, born on the 5th of January 1828 in Isbrington, the Grand Duchy of Baden. Died on the 4th of September 1895. Fought in the Mexican-American War, the River Wars, the Puget Sound War, and the American Civil War. Battle fought in the Peninsula Campaign, Battle of Buffington Island, the St. George Creek Skirmish, the Bermuda 100 Campaign, and the Siege of Petersburg. His brother was Rear Admiral Albert Coutts. Philip Kearny Jr. was born on the 1st of June 1815. He died on the 1st of September 1862. He fought in the Mexican-American War, the 2nd Italian War for Independence, or the Austro-Sardinian War, or the Franco-Austrian War. or the Sardinian War, or War of Independence of 1859. There are many names for it. The American Civil War. He fought in the Battle of Contreras, Medina, the Battle of Churubusco, Battle of Solferino and San Martino. The British campaign, the Battle of Williamsburg or Fort Magruder, Battle of Seven Pines or Fair Oaks Station, the Battle of Glensdale, or the Battle of Frazier's Farm or Nelson's Farm or Charles C. Crossroad, Newmarket Road or Riddle's Shop, Battle of Marvin's Hill or Poindexter's Farm, North Virginia campaign or the Second Bull Run or Manassas campaign. The Second Bull Run or the Battle of Second Manassas, the Battle of Chantilly or Ox Hill. His nickname was Kearny, the Magnificent. He was the first U.S. citizen awarded the Legion d'Honneur. East of his image is where Thomas Woodrow Wilson. Yes, Woodrow Wilson's first name was Thomas, not Woodrow. Making a speech about him. Right of that, east of that is his death. Above both those is his statue. In the top right is his funeral, and slightly to the left of that is his portrait. William High Kime was born on the 13th of June 1813, died on the 18th of May 1862. Born in the American Civil War, was the mayor of Reading, Pennsylvania. Was U.S. representative of Pennsylvania. Was a member of the Whig Party and Republican Party or Grand Old Party. Benjamin Franklin Kelly was born on the 10th of April 1807, died on the 16th of July 1901. Born in the Battle of Philly or Battle of Philly Races, Battle of Romney, the Battle of Blue Gap, Gettysburg Campaign, and Battle of Folks Mill or Battle of Cumberland, and the Battle of Moores Field. He was the head of Hot Springs, Arkansas. He was buried at Arlington National Cemetery. He was examiner of pensions. John Reese Kenley was born on the 11th of January 1818. He died on the 20th of December 1801. Born in the Mexican-American War, he fought in the Battle of Front Royal or the Battle of Gold Hill or the Battle of Cedarville and the Battle of Harper's Ferry. He commanded the 1st Maryland Infantry Regiment. He is buried in Greenmount Cemetery. John Henry Ketchum was born on the 21st of December 1832. He died on the 4th of November 1906. He fought in the American Civil War and was U.S. representative to New York. He was Commissioner of the District of Columbia. He was a member of the New York Senate. William Scott Ketchum was born in 1813, died in 1871. Fought in the American Civil War and the 1857 Chilean expedition. He commanded Fort Dallas. He was murdered, but the murderer was never found. He commanded the 6th Infantry Regiment. Francis Darwin Case, born on the 29th of May 1810. He died on the 14th of October 1895. He fought in the Puget Sound War, the Spokane, Coeur d'Alene Pen the Oriel Palouse War of 1858 and the American Civil War. Battles he fought in were the Battle of the Four Lakes, the First Battle of Bull Run, or the Battle of First Manassas, the complete campaign, the Battle and Siege of Yorktown, the Battle of Seven Pines, or Fair Oak Station, the Battle of Savage Station, the Battle of Malvin's Hill, or Poindexter's Farm, the Battle and the Gettysburg Campaign. His son is Edward Lawrence Keyes. He commanded the 4th Corps. James Lawlor Kiernan was born on the 26th of October 1837. He died on the 29th of November 1869. He fought in the Battle of Bull Run, or the Battle of First Manassas, the Battle of Pea Ridge, the Battle of Elkhounds Tavern, and the Battle of Fort Gibson. He was U.S. Consul in Xinjiang, China, or the Empire of China, Qing Dynasty of China. He was buried in Greenwood Cemetery. He was born in Mount Bellow, Ireland. Hugh Judson Kilpatrick, born on the 14th of January 1836, died on the 4th of December 1881. Fought in the American Civil War. He was U.S. Minister to Chile. He created the tactic called the Kill Cavalry. He was most famous for the Dahlgren Affair, which it doesn't say that. I don't entirely remember what it was about either. Anyway, at the top you can see him fighting. Below that is his image and a plaque. Nathan Kimball was born on the 22nd of November 1822, died on the 21st of January 1898, fought in the Mexican-American War, the American Civil War, fought in the Battle of Buena Vista, Langdon Strode, Battle of Sheep Mountain or Summit Fort, First Battle of Kernstown, the Battle of Antietam or Sharpsburg, the Siege of Vicksburg, the Battle of Tree Creek, the Battle of Nashville, and the Battle of Franklin. He was Postmaster of Ogden, Utah, and he was a member of the Grand Army of the Republic and the Freemasons. His statue or bust is to the right. John Hassel King was born on the 19th of February 1820, and he died on the 7th of April 1888. He fought in the Second Seminole War, the Mexican-American War, and the American Civil War. His son was Charles Brady King. He commanded the 15th and 9th U.S. Infantry Regiment. He is buried in Arlington National Cemetery. Rufus King was born on the 26th of January 1814, died on the 13th of October 1872. 76, fought in the American Civil War, was the U.S. Minister to the Papal States. He captured John Harrison and Surratt Jr., while the assassins of Lincoln. He was a Assistant General to New York. Edmund Kirby was born on the 11th of March 1840, died on the 28th of May 1863, fought in the First Battle of Bull Run, or the Battle of First Manassas, Battle of Bull's Bluff, or Leesburg, or the Battle of Harrisburg, the Lynching Campaign, the Battle of Seven Pines, the Battle of Fair Oak Station, the 7 Days Battles, or the 7 Days Campaign, the Battle of Fredericksburg, the Battle of Chancellorsville. He commanded the 5th Maine Light Infantry Battery. He was buried in Brownsville Cemetery. He was Brigadier General of Volunteers. let's say volunteers. Edward Needles Kirk was born on the 29th of February 1828. He died on the 21st of July 1863. He fought in the battles of Shiloh or Pittsburgh Line and the Battle of Stone River, or the Second Battle of Murfreesboro. He commanded the 34th Illinois Infantry. He is buried in Roseville Cemetery. He built the Paul W. Dillon House home. Rest of all that information is his grave. Anyway, moving forward. John Farmer Knipe, or Knipe, was born on the 30th of March 1823, died on the 18th of August 1901. Born in the Mexican-American War and American Civil War. Commanded the 46th Pennsylvania Infantry. He was Harrisburg's postmaster. He was buried in Harrisburg Cemetery. Oh, this is going to be painful. Wolgers Mirza Bonaventura Kierzanowski was born on the 8th of July 1824. Yes, I did post his name from Wikipedia. Deeply sorry. He died on the 31st of January 1887. He fought in the 1848 Polish Uprising, or the Wielkopolska Uprising, or Greater Poland Uprising, and the American Civil War. The battles he fought in were the Battle of Cross Keys, the Second Battle of Bull Run, or the Second Battle of the Second Manassas, the Battle of Fredericksburg, the Battle of Chancellorsville, the Battle of Gettysburg, the Chattanooga Campaign, and the Battle of Franklin-Nashville Campaign, or the Hood, Tennessee Campaign. His cousin is Frederick Francois Chopin, or Friedrich Franciszek Chopin. He commanded the Polish Legion. 3 minutes to the end of the video, by the way. Sorry for forgetting. Frederick William Lander. He was born on the 17th of December 1821, died on the 2nd of March 1862. He fought in the American Civil War. He has 6 places named after him. Abraham Lincoln attended his funeral. He died of pneumonia, and in the top he is one of the generals in that image. James Henry, or Jim Lane, born on the 22nd of June 1814, died on the 11th of July 1866, fought in the American War and the American Civil War. He was U.S. Senator for Kansas and U.S. Representative for Illinois. He was the leader of the pro-abolition Jayhawkers. During the Bleeding Kansas, there were 2 sides. The Jayhawkers were the pro-abolitionists. Jacob Gardner Lawman. We're an L now. I don't know if we went up before. Yeah, we're now an L, by the way. Forgot to mention. He was born on the 20th of January 1813. He died on the 9th of February 1867. Fought in the Battle of Fort Donelson, the Battle of Shiloh, or Pittsburgh Landing, the Battle of Hatchie's Bridge, or Davis Bridge, or Matamora, Siege of Vicksburg, the Siege of Jackson, or the Jackson Expedition. He commanded the 7th Iowa Volunteer Infantry Regiment. He buried Aspen Grove of Cemetery. He was a businessman in Burlington, Illinois. And I think I'll There is Bronze Busters to the right, because we got less than 30 seconds. So this is Mount Hill Limited. It is speaking to you on the slide number, I forgot which, of Jacob Gardner Lorpen, and saying goodbye. Hope to see you next time. Hope to see you then. Waiting for this to time out at 2 hours, because I can only record for 2 hours straight. Anyway, hope to see you next time. Hope to see you then, and see you then too.